Hi, this is Ibarionex from the Candid Frame with another video tutorial. Now, one of the realities of digital photography is that our images are largely distributed on the web, be it on Facebook, on Twitter, on a blog page or a website. And sometimes those images, though we may intend for them to be strictly located at a particular site, can end up being distributed in a variety of different ways. People can make screen grabs, they can take images that they found in one location and transfer it over to another. So the question becomes, how do you maintain that connection between the photographer and the image itself? Now, one of the important tools that is available to you in Photoshop and in Lightroom is the ability to embed what's called IPTC data in your images. And what that allows you to do is to actually put contact information and embed it into your files. So when you're finished editing your files and you send it to a client, this data will be in there. So if at any point someone is trying to find out who shot this picture and how to get in contact with them, they can access this IPTC data and do so. Now, a lot of people don't end up doing this, and it's really an important tool. It's not infallible because IPTC data can be stripped from an image in a variety of ways. So it's not a guarantee that this information will be maintained, but surprisingly, a lot of photographers don't take advantage of it, and I wanted to show you how you can easily do it in Lightroom. So when you're in your library module, you'll have this icon here for metadata. And you have several different options in here. You have the default DNG, XF, and IPTC. But the one I'm going to focus on is IPTC data. So when I choose that, I get this window here with all this information here. I already have my 5D Mark III set up to include my name as the creator of the image. So that automatically comes up. And if you haven't done that on your camera and it's capable of doing it, do so, because that's actually the first step here. But you'll see here that there's a lot of other information that you can include here. And I'm just going to quickly just put in this information in the screen. So I'll put down the address and this is actually my post office box, so please do not drive there expecting that you're going to actually see me through the window, because that's not happening. And the city, California, the zip code, and then I'm going to put in the email for the Candid Frame. Candid Frame website. And then phone, I have a Google Voice line, which, if you don't have it, is basically an online number that you can use in place of your existing cellular phone or phone line and get phone calls actually forwarded to your phone. So it's a convenient way of having a sort of a business phone and not feeling that you have to give your personal phone if you don't have a business line. So here I have all this contact information, and then I'll go down here to where it says information in terms of copyrighted. The images are all copyrighted because they're made by me, the copyright holder, which is me, the rights usage terms, which I put in all rights reserved, and the copyright info URL. And you'll see this little arrow here, which means that if someone clicks on that icon when they open up the image, it will actually launch to your website. So this other information you could actually put in. For example, you can put in categories, you can put in GPS data. If it's a specific job that you're doing for an assignment, you can put the title of the job, the identifiers, credit lines, so on and so forth. But I don't fill in this information because this is when I'm going to be importing information into my system. So that might be something I do when I'm sending the images to a client, but not necessarily when I'm importing. So now that I've done all of this, I will go back up here to the top and I will edit the presets. You can see I already have one called Ibarionex Copyright, but I'm going to create another one here, and I'm just going to give it another name. And you can see all that data here has been embedded here. So you can see the addresses here. All that information that I put in previously is right there. So this allows me to confirm everything. And then what I'll do is I will save the current as a new preset. And I'll call this one Ibarionex copyright 2013. Even though it's 2012, I'm going to put it for 2013 and I'll create it. So now I've created a preset and then I click done. So now when I go to import a new set of images, which I'll do, I just put in a memory card into the computer, I'll get the images that are on this memory card. But now when I go down to this area here, apply during import, you'll see that you have a lot of develop settings here in terms of black and white and stuff, which I rarely use. But it's the metadata screen right here which is of the most important. You can see that the previous Ibarionex copyright is already there, but what I want to do is I want to import using Ibarionex copyright 2013. And now all those images will be imported into my computer, but with that copyright data. So let me download those images and I'll show you in a bit exactly what it's done. Now that I've imported my images, all I need to do is go select an image, and then when I go to my IPTC data here on the screen, I'll see that all that information has been embedded into the photograph. So now if someone pulls the image and accesses the IPTC data, they'll have access to this contact information. Like I said before, this is not infallible. This data can be stripped from the image intentionally and unintentionally. So don't think of this sort of as a salve for every possibility. But it's still valuable information, and a lot of people will end up using it to contact you if they're interested in your photograph. This doesn't supplant the importance of copyrighting your images and taking other steps to protect them, but it can go a long way in helping you maintain that linkage between you and your photographs. So I hope that's helpful. If it is, please let me know and keep spreading the word on this YouTube channel. And if you like it, please subscribe. But most importantly, if you haven't already, please visit thecandidframe.com, where I host an interview show about photographers talking about photography, creativity, and all things photographic. Till next time, this is Ibarionex, and see you next time.